I like to get things done right away, and I believe that I've made a difference.
That's how West New York Mayor Dr. Felix Roque describes his trip to Costa Rica at the end of December to assist thousands of Cuban migrants in Central America.
You had approximately 7,000 Cubans at the border between Panama and Costa Rica waiting without any food because they had no passport to get money out of Western Union. And the fact that I was very thankful to the President Solis of Costa Rica and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Gonzalez. They returned the passports, and I felt very good about that.
The migrants Roque assisted were attempting to make their way to the United States to get permanent residency under a law known as the Cuban Adjustment Act of 1966. The act states that if a Cuban sets foot on American soil, the person is eligible for permanent residency 1 year and 1 day later. Traveling by boat to Florida doesn't qualify, and anyone caught doing so still has to return to Cuba. When President Barack Obama announced the beginning of the normalization of relations between Cuba and the U.S. in 2014, many Cubans feared their special status would end. The concerns led thousands to make the journey by land, but governments in Central America weren't prepared for the large onslaught.
I believe that this government, our government here in the United States, got to be a little more proactive and try to help those people come into this country. And I believe also that we should be helping the Syrians too. But this is our backyard. This is the Cuban community. We have to help.
The Cuban-born mayor is shelling out over $200,000 of his own money to help. His efforts include a second trip to Honduras.
2 weeks ago, I also went to Honduras to make sure that a group of people that were stuck in Honduras, I was able to get them back to Mexico and into the United States last week.
Roque says he's helped between 130 and 150 Cubans to get to the United States.
Right now they're in Houston, they're in Miami, Atlanta, and about 15 to 20 are here in New Jersey.
Roque says his work isn't over.
I'm actually trying to get a trip going to Cuba to go visit the political prisoners in the jails and see the reality. If they're going to let me, I doubt it, because they know I'm going to stir up a lot of issues for them over there, but I really don't care. I'm going to try to get that. That's going to be my next trip over there.
The West New York mayor and pain management doctor says he's seriously considering one day serving as a political official in Cuba.
I tell you, where there is a need to make a difference, I'm going to tell you I'm going to be there. I did it at West New York. I had no clue. I had no political experience. And I went in it blindly, and guess what? This is my second term. I'm making a difference. So am I going to make a difference in Cuba? If there is a need, of course I'm going to try to make a difference there.
For Hudson TV, I'm Sherry Carabin.